it's Oopsy Annie, and today I'm getting craftsy. To be more precise, artsy-craftsy. Well, I hope the artsy part. Definitely the craftsy part. My sister and I are members of Borah Community Garden. Every member is expected to put in 6 hours of volunteer service. They just so happen to need some signs over in the compost area. And I said that I would like to do that, and they gave me the go-ahead. I hope they don't regret their decision. What I'm going to do is, I like repurposing. I'm going to repurpose cabinet doors that I picked up at Habitat for Humanity's Restore, not far from here. Rode my 3-wheel bike over there. Has a nice big basket in the back. Picked me up 4 old cabinet doors, each one looking a little different than the other one. Here is one. I've sanded it. Can't really see it, but I've printed out the words I want on there in pencil. And then I have the others out back where they're waiting for me. Here's a picture. So I'm set up on my front porch. It's a really beautiful day. It's going to be in the low 80s. I have an antique cabinet here with a porcelain top, and I'm going to paint on it. I have my paints. I have a bunch of paint brushes. I am a recovered hoarder. I used to have a lot more art supplies, but yeah, well, that's hard to keep track of all that stuff. So when we moved here to Boise, Idaho, I did get rid of a lot of my art material. It was hard, but I gave it to good people who I know are going to take care of it and use all those things that I gave to them. So I'm going to get started. I need to confide with you. This is going to be a video where I was going to show you the whole process as I make these signs. But the truth is, once I get into my creative flow, I don't want to stop the camera and make comments and stuff. I'm very intense when I'm creating. I like to be very focused, and so dividing my attention to recording proved to be a little bit too much for me. So I didn't. I finished the signs, but I'm going to tell you how I did it. Hopefully that will suffice. I hope. So, here we go. Here are the signs drying. Look at my yard. Okay, we rented this house in September of last year, and the previous tenants let the yard go to dirt. And so I am fertilizing the yard right now. I'm in the process, just making the soil good and healthy at the present. I'm also like helping nurture those bees and the ants and the little critters right now. And I have harvested dandelions, and I am making dandelion vinegar. But back to the signs, So here they are. I picked up the cabinet doors at Restore. I paid $2 for 3 of them. This one right here, this one, and this one. This one was only $1. I don't know why. And then I sanded them really good to break the seal on the previous paint, or in this case the varnish. Then I just painted them with acrylic paints. The message is more important than, say, doing a lot of artwork on them. I didn't want it to be too distracted, but as you can see, I couldn't help but do a lot of polka dots. So I'm hoping they'll be legible enough for everybody, that I didn't go overboard with the dots. Let's see, we're gonna go to the 2 compost bins where people are gonna be donating things to build compost. Here's add greens and kitchen scraps. That means fruit, eggshells, veggies, coffee grounds. What you don't want to add is soil, meat, dairy, and weed seeds. And then I kind of kept the decor very simple. I sanded it and left it kind of rustic, like that. Here's the other one. You're looking at it upside down. Let's see if I can fix that for you all. Ah, yes, there we go. So this is the other one. Let's see where I sanded it, and so I'm hoping the lettering pops out enough. There you go. And this is the almost compost. This is what you do not add new material. That stuff is cooking in the sun and in nature, turning into compost. Here is the finished compost sign. There you you go. Take a shovel or two. And so I used acrylic paints, just the kind of acrylic paints you'd pick up at Michael's or any number of stores, even Walmart. Then here's Krylon, a matte finish, which is what I buy at Walmart. It's like less than $4. And I put several coats front and back on the doors. And then, to make sure it was really weatherproof, because these are going to be outside in the sun, I put this product, and I have not used it before, so we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed that it works. Jeff and I are going to go over to the community garden now soon, and we're going to hang these babies, see how it looks. So very, very simple. You don't need any kind of painting skill, really, to do polka dots, believe me. I did want all the lettering to be hand painted, and I did have to go over some of the paints more than once. Simple but pleasant. My first little garden of food. I have planted flowers before. Here I have some strawberries. They survived the replanting, and as you can see, there's nice new growth coming in. And there's my collard greens. I love collard greens. This is spinach, and this is broccoli. And I do have some potatoes down there. I'm hoping, because I'm in Idaho, I get to grow some potatoes, that I'm successful. And here are my little baby lavenders. I've got 3 different kinds of lavender: cooking lavender, sachet making lavender, and fusions. So I'm hoping that my plants love growing here as much as the weeds do. And I'm also going to show you what I have out front, in front of the house. Here you go. Chives, onions. Now I am doing an onion experiment. This is one of those onions that rooted in during the winter, and then I kept it in a glass jar so that it would grow more roots, sitting in water. And then I've replanted it, and it looks like I was successful, so we'll see how those turn out. Here are 2 different other kinds of onions, and this is arugula. It's gonna bloom pretty soon. There's no leaves down here because I've been eating it. It's been delicious. Once it blooms, apparently, you can eat the flowers. And then I'm going to show you my herb garden. I have 3 different kinds of mint because I love to put fresh mint in iced tea. And then here's another of my herb gardens. I have parsley, sage, thyme, oregano. This is my rosemary, and I'm going to replant that. I'll replant that. I have a new place, and maybe I'll do that today. That's the ticket. That is rhubarb.